Edmund, Susan, and Lucy. This story was told to me by my grandfather, Mr. Tubbs. He will come into the story a little bit later. This adventure begins when these 4 children were sent away from London during the war because of the air raids. They were sent to the country to the house of an old professor. The children liked the professor almost at once, except for Edmund, who kept on wanting to laugh and had to hide it in his handkerchief. After they said goodnight to the professor and had gone upstairs, the boys went into the girls' room and they all talked it over.
We've fallen on our feet, and no mistake. This is going to be perfectly splendid. It won't nearly be as bad as I thought it would when Mom and Dad sent us into the country to be safe from the war.
I think I'll enjoy our stay here with the professor.
You're right about that, Lou. The old chap will let us do anything we like.
I think he's an old dear.
Oh, come off it. Don't go talking like that.
What? Well, in any way, it's time you were in bed.
Trying to talk like mother. And who are you to tell me when to go to bed? Go to bed yourself.
Haven't we all be going to bed? There's sure to be a row if you're talking like that here.
No, there won't. I tell you, this is the sort of house that no one will mind what we do. And besides, it's about 10 minutes walk from here down to the dining room, and any amount of stairs and passages in between. Come in.
Good evening, children. Good evening. There's servants, but I have 4 to your things. Annie, Margaret, this is Peter, Sue, and Lucy.
We are at your disposal.
You may set their things by the bed. And children, while you are here, you can make yourselves at home. Now I'm going to tell you something about this house. This is a very old house. A very old house indeed. In fact, so old that the professor knows very little about its history. Anyway, I often get visitors coming to see the house. And with the professor's permission, I show them about the house. And I would be very grateful if you would care not to interrupt me. But while you're here, you can make yourselves at home. Good night, children. Good night.
This is a very strange house.
What's that noise?
It's only a bird, silly.
It's an owl. This is going to be a wonderful place for birds. I say, let's go explore tomorrow. You might find anything in a place like this. Did you see that mountain as we came along? And those woods? There might be eagles. There'll be stags. There'll be hawks.
Badgers!
Foxes.
Rabbits!
But, of course, it would have to be raining.
Do stop grumping and catch one of clear by morning.
In the meantime, we're pretty well off. There's a wireless and lots of books. And besides keeping out of Mrs. McCready's way, there's a whole house to explore.
The children woke up the next day, ready to explore the professor's ancient house. They found many things, including lots and lots and lots of books, which Susan found a lot of interest in. They found a suit of armor that both Peter and Edmund tried to fit in together. Then they came to a room that had nothing in it but a dead blue bottle on the windowsill and an old wardrobe.
There's nothing in here except an old wardrobe. Come on.
I just want to have a look.
Let Lucy look. Check this room out.
Be in the next room.
I wonder what's in that wardrobe. These coats are warm. This must be an enormous wardrobe. I can get the feel of that thing. Good evening.
Goodness gracious me! Oh, good evening. Oh. Good evening. Excuse me. I don't want to be inquisitive, but may I be right in thinking you are a daughter of Eve?
My name is Lucy.
But you are, forgive me, you are what they call a girl.
Of course I'm a girl.
You are in fact human.
Of course I'm human.
To be sure, to be sure. How ignorant of me. I've never seen the son of Adam or daughter of Eve before. I'm delighted. That is to say, delighted. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Father Thomas.
I'm very pleased to meet you, Mr. Thomas.
And may I ask, oh, daughter of Eve, how you came into Narnia?
Narnia? What is that?
Why, this is the land of Narnia. All that lies between the lamppost and the great castle of Caravel on the eastern seas. And you have come from the wild woods of the west.
I got into the wardrobe in this spare room.
Oh, if only I had worked harder in geography when I was a little boy, I should no doubt know all about these strange countries. But it's too late now, you know.
But they aren't countries at all. It's only back there. At least, I'm not so sure. It's summer there.
Meanwhile, it is winter here, and it has been for ever so long. And we shall both catch cold if we stand here talking in the snow. Daughter of Eve, from the far land of Spare where eternal summer reigns, around the bright city of Wardrobe, how would it be if you came and had tea with me?
Thank you very much, Mr. Thomas. But I was wondering if I'd be getting back home.
Oh, but it's only just around the corner. There'll be a roaring fire, toast, sardines, and cake.
It's very kind of you, but I won't be able to stay long.
Now, if you just take my arm, I shall be able to hold the umbrella for both of us. Now that's the way. Now off we go.
So Tumnus the Fawn takes Lucy to his dwelling, where they have tea, while Tumnus tells stories of midnight dances with nymphs and dryads, and of long hunting parties after the milk-white stag. Now we will see what they are talking about.
Not like this, it's always winter now. Nick?
Yes, please. Thomas, stop it at once. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. A great big fawn like you? What on earth are you crying about?
Oh, I'm crying because I'm such a bad fawn.
I don't think you're a bad fawn. I think you're a very good fawn. You're the nicest fawn I've ever met.
Oh, you wouldn't say that if you knew. No, I'm a bad fawn. I don't suppose there ever was a worse fawn since the beginning of the world.
But what have you done?
My old father now, that's his picture over the mantelpiece. He would have never done a thing like this.
A thing like what?
Like what I've done. Taken service under the White Witch. That's what I am. I'm in the pain of the White Witch.
The White Witch? Who's she?
Why, it's she that's got all Narnia under her thumb. It's she that makes it always winter, never Christmas. Think of that.
How awful. But what does she pay you for?
Oh, that's the worst of it. I'm a kidnapper for her. That's what I am. Look at me, Dr. Reeve. Would you think I'm the sort of one to take a poor, innocent child, one that had never done me any harm, and to pretend to be friendly with it, and invite it home to my cave, all for the sake of lulling it to sleep and handing it over to the White Witch?
No, I'm sure you wouldn't do anything of the sort.
But I have.
Well, that was pretty bad. But you're so sorry for it. I'm sure you will never do it again.
Oh, Dr. Reeve, don't you understand? It's not something I have done. It's something I'm doing now, this very moment.
What do you mean?
You are the child. I have orders from the White Witch that if I ever saw a son of Adam or daughter of Eve before, I was to catch them and hand them over to her. And you are the very first one I ever met. And I've pretended to be your friend and invited you home to my cave. All the time I've been meaning to wait till you were asleep and go and tell her.
Oh, but you won't. You won't. Indeed, you really mustn't.
And if I don't, she shall conduct until I have my horns off, my beard pulled out, and my tail cut off, and she'll wave her horrible wand over my beautiful cloven hoofs and turn them into solid, wretched horses. And if she's extra and especially angry, she'll turn me into stone, and I shall only be as a statue of fawn in her horrible house until the 4 thrones of Caravelle are filled. And goodness knows when that will happen, or if it'll ever happen at all.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Thomas, but please let me go home.
Of course I got to. I see that now. I hadn't known what she was like before I met you. But we must be off as quickly as we can. I'll see you back to the lamppost. I suppose you can find your own way back to Spare and Wardrobe.
Yes, I'm sure I can.
Come on. Come on. Hurry. Can you see the wardrobe door?
Yes.
Oh. And can you ever forgive me for what I meant to do?
Of course I can, Mr. Thomas. I do want to put Miss Teacher in trouble on my account.
Very well, Dr. Reeve. Oh, and perhaps I'm thinking the handkerchief.
Of course, Mr. Thomas.
So long.
wondering where I was.
Oh, poor Lucy. Hiding and no one notice. Well, you'll have to hide longer than that if you want people to start looking for you.
But I've been away for hours and hours. Batty, quite Batty.
What do you mean, Lou?
Just what I said. It's a magic wardrobe. There's a wood inside, and it's snowing, and there's a witch. It's called Narnia. And I had tea with a fawn.
You had tea with a what?
Let's go have a look.
Oh, come and see. Go and see for yourselves.
Why, you goose, it's an ordinary wardrobe. I can feel the back of it.
Jolly good hunks, Lucy. You almost had us taken for a moment. I must admit, we half believed you.
But it wasn't a hoax. I felt different a moment ago. Honestly.
Lucy, you've had your joke. Hadn't you better drop it now?
Typical. Quite typical.
That's enough, Ed.
In the days to come, it was very beautiful and sunny. The children, at least Peter, Edmund, and Susan, had great fun outdoors. Meanwhile, Lucy, however, could find no fun in these games. Edmund was as spiteful as ever, teasing her every chance he could find, saying things like, "Did you find any more countries in the cupboards today, Lou?" Then came a gray, rainy day.
I've got it. Let's play hide and seek. Susan, you're it.
Why me?
Because I'm the eldest, and I say so.
The children all run off to hide while Susan counts. Lucy knew the perfect place, the wardrobe, so up the stairs she ran, having no idea she was being followed. Edmund was following behind her. When they finally did reach the room with the wardrobe in it, Edmund barely had time to see the door swing open before Lucy was gone.
Lucy, I know you're in here. You can't hide from me. Quite typical of her. The only place she would go in a game of hide and seek, the wardrobe. Lucy, I say, Lucy, see now you were right all along. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. Just like a girl, sulking somewhere, and won't accept a fellow's apology. She's angry about all the things I've been saying to her lately.
Stop! And what, pray, are you?
My name's Edmund.
Is that how you address a queen?
I beg your pardon, Your Majesty, I didn't know.
Not know the Queen of Narnia? Come, we shall know her better. Here.
But I repeat, what are you?
I don't know what you mean. I'm at school. At least I was. It's the holidays now.
But what are you? Are you a great overgrown dwarf that has cut off its beard?
Oh, no, Your Majesty. I've never had a beard. I'm a boy.
You mean you are a son of Adam?
Uh,
I see you're an idiot, whatever else may be. Now answer me once and for all, or I shall lose my patience. Are you human?
yes, Your Majesty.
And how, pray, did you come to enter my dominion?
I
wardrobe, Your Majesty.
A wardrobe? What do you mean?
I opened the doors and just found myself here, Your Majesty.
A door from the world of men. I have heard of such things. This may rank all.
But he's only one and easily doubts.
My poor child, how cold you look. Come, sit on my sleigh, and we will talk. Perhaps you would like something hot to drink?
Yes, Your Majesty.
But it is dull, son of Adam, to drink without eating. What would it be that you would like best to eat in all the world?
Turkish delight, Your Majesty.
Turkish delight, it shall be. Tell me, son of Adam, do you have any brothers or sisters?
One brother, two sisters.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4? And do they know about Narnia?
My sister Lucy does. She said she had read it on here. Besides Lucy and I, no one else knows about it.
You are sure there are 4 of you, 2 sons of Adam and 2 daughters of Eve?
I told you that already.
Son of Adam, I would so much like to meet your brother and sisters. Would you bring them to me?
I'll try.
Because if you did come, bringing them with you, of course, I would be able to give you more Turkish delight. I can't do it now. The magic will only work once. But in my house, it would be another matter.
Why can't we just go to your house now?
It is a lovely place, my house. Rooms full of Turkish delight. And what's more, I have no children of my own. I would so much like a nice boy whom I could raise up as a prince. He would rule Narnia when I am gone, and eat Turkish delight all day long. And since you are the cleverest and handsomest boy I have ever met, I would like to make you the prince. You will, to be sure, have courtiers and nobles. I will make your brother a duke and your sisters duchesses.
There's nothing special about them.
Now, do you see those 2 hills rising above the trees? My house is between those hills. But you must remember to bring the others with you. I shall have to be very angry if you come alone. And by the way, you needn't tell them about me. Make it a lovely surprise for them. If your sister has met one of those fawns, she may have heard strange stories about me. Nasty stories that would make her afraid to come to me. Fawns will say anything, you know. And now...
Please, Your Majesty, may I have some Turkish delight for my way home?
No! No! You must wait till next time. Next time! Next time, don't forget! Come soon!
Oh, Edmund! So you're here too. Isn't it wonderful?
All right, you're right about it being a magic wardrobe. I'm sorry if you'd like, but where on earth have you been all this time? I've been looking for you everywhere.
I've been having tea with Mr. Thomas LeBlanc. The White Witch said nothing's place for letting you go. So perhaps everything will turn out all right.
The White Witch? Who's she?
She's a perfectly terrible person. She can turn people into stone and do all kinds of horrible things. All the animals, that is, all the good ones, simply hate her.
Where'd you hear all this?
Mr. Thomas the Fawn, of course.
You can't always believe what fawns say.
Who said so?
Everybody knows that. Ask anybody you'd like. Come on.
Oh, Edmund, you are awful.
What's this all about, Ed?
Well,
Tell us, Ed.
oh yes, Lucy and I have been playing, pretending that a story about the country and the wardrobe is true. Just for fun, you know. There's nothing there, really.
Oh, Edmund!
That's the worst thing about kids. They
No,
always...
look here, you. You've been nasty to Lou ever since she started this whole nonsense about the
But
wardrobe.
that's what it is, nonsense!
Yes, but that's
Listen, you two. Fighting won't make things any better. Well, Peter, what now?
Well, we can't trouble Mother and Father about it.
Sir,
I think we should talk to the professor. Come on.
let's.
So Peter and Susan, very concerned with their sister Lucy, went to the professor for help. After telling him all that had happened, this is what he had to say.
But how do you know your sister's story is not true?
But Edmund said they've only been pretending.
Well, that is a point that deserves consideration. Very careful consideration. For instance, if you excuse my asking the question, does your experience lead you to regard your brother or your sister as the more reliable? That is, which is the more truthful?
Well, that's just the funny thing, sir. Up till now, I'd accept Lucy every time.
And what about you?
Well, in general, I'd say the same as Peter. But this couldn't be true. All this about a wood and a font?
Well, that is more than I know. However, a charge of lying against someone whom you've always known to be truthful is a very serious thing. Very serious indeed.
We were afraid it might even be lying. We thought there might be something wrong with Lucy.
Madness, you mean? Well, you may make your minds easy about that. One need only look at her or talk to her to see that she is not mad.
But then,
Logic! Why don't they teach logic in these schools? Now, there are only three possibilities. Either your sister is telling lies, or she is mad, or she is telling the truth. Now, you know she doesn't tell lies. It's obvious she's not mad. For the time being, then, and until further evidence presents itself, we must assume that she is telling the truth.
But how could it be true, sir?
Why do you say that?
Well, sir, for one thing, if this country were real, why doesn't everyone find it every time they look into the wardrobe? There was nothing there when we looked into it. Even Lucy didn't pretend there was.
What does that have to do?
Well, sir, if things are real, then they are there all the time.
Oh, are
But there was no time. Lucy had no time to have gone anywhere. Even if there was such a place, she came running after us the moment we left the room. It was less than a minute. She pretended to be away for hours and hours.
Oh, but don't you see? That is the very thing that makes her story so likely to be true. There is a door in this house that leads to another world. Now, I should warn you, it is a very strange house. Even I know very little about it. But, as I say, if she had got into another world, I should not at all be surprised if it had a separate time, all its own, so that no matter how long you spent there, it would take up none of our time. And besides, I don't think many girls her age would invent that idea for themselves, no. If she were pretending, she would have stayed hidden for a reasonable time before coming out and telling her story.
But do you really mean, sir, that there could be other worlds all over the place, just around the corner like that?
Young man, nothing is more probable.
But what are we to do?
Do? Why must you do anything at all? Now, I have some advice for you both.
What's that?
Be patient. See what develops. Judge nothing before the time.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
I can see why people come and visit this house. It's so ancient.
Edmund! Peter! Here comes Mrs. McCready and a whole gang with her!
Sharp sword! Hi, Joe. There's nowhere else to go. Quick, into the wardrobe.
I do wish we would hurry. I'm getting horribly cramped. Isn't it rather cold?
You're right. It is cold. Oh, hang it all. It's wet, too. What's the matter with this place? Look! It's getting lighter. Over there.
Ah! What's the matter, Sue? I brushed against a pine tree.
By Jove. I think we've gotten into Lucy's wood after all. See? We're in a forest of trees. I apologize for not leaving you, Lucy. I'm sorry.
That's all right, Peter. Now, what do we do next?
Do? Why, go explore the wood, of course.
Well, it is rather cold. What about putting on some of these coats?
Well, they're not ours.
I'm sure no one would mind. It isn't like we're taking them out of the house. We shan't even take them out of the wardrobe.
I didn't think of that. Well, at least we'll look more suited to the landscape.
We can pretend we're explorers.
This is going to be exciting enough without pretending.
I say, oughtn't we to be bearing a bit
more to the left? That is, if we're aiming for the lamppost.
Lamppost? So you really were here that time when you said she met you here. And you were making out that she was telling lies. Well, of all the poisonous things to do.
Pay you back for this pack of stuck-up, self-satisfied prigs.
Where are we going, anyway?
I think Lou ought to be the leader. Goodness knows she deserves it. Where will you take us, Lou?
What about Mr. Thomas?
Mr. Thomas?
He's that nice fawn I told you about.
So Lucy led them to my grandfather, Mr. Thomas's house. All the while, the remembrance of Turkish delight and the desire to eat more of it was gnawing at Edmund's stomach. As he trudged along behind the others, he was figuring out a way to convince them to go with him to the witch's house, the Queen's house as he called it. His schemes kept growing, even when they caught sight of Mr. Thomas's home.
Here we are, Mr. Thomas. Oh no! That's a pretty good washout. Not much good coming here.
What's this?
It looks like some kind of official document of some sort.
What does it say?
The former occupant of these premises, Von Thomas, is under arrest and awaiting his trial on a charge of high treason against Her Imperial Majesty, Jadis, Queen of Narnia, Chatelaine of Cair Paravel, Empress of the Lone Islands, etc., also of comforting her said Majesty's enemies, harboring spies, and fraternizing with humans. Signed Margaret, Captain of the Secret Police, Long of the Queen. Who is this Queen, Lucy?
She's not a queen at all. She's a horrible witch. The White Witch. And the wood people simply hate her. She's made an enchantment over the whole country that is always winter and never Christmas.
I wonder if there's any point of going on. I mean, it doesn't seem particularly safe here, and it doesn't look like it's going to be much fun either. And besides, it's getting colder every minute, and we've brought nothing to eat. What about just going home?
But we can't just go home. Not after this. Don't you see that it's all on my account that the poor Fawn's got into this trouble? He hid me from the witch and showed me the way back. That's what it means by comforting the Queen's enemies and fraternizing with humans. We simply must try to rescue him. What we could do.
I think Lucy is right. What do you think, Susan?
A horrid feeling that Lucy is right. I had wished she'd never come. But I still think we should try to do something for Mr. whatever his name is. I mean the farm. And I'd rather talk about it outside and not in this mess. Come on, Lou.
Hey, Peter.
What is it?
Not so loud. No need frightening girls. If you're not still too high and mighty to talk to me, I've got something to say, but you better listen.
What?
Do you realize what we're doing? We're going to rescue someone we don't even know. He could be leading us into a trap.
That's a nasty idea. Anyway, it's pretty obvious that the Fawn is in the right.
If it comes to talking about sides, how do we know that the Fawns are in the right and the Queen, yes, I know we've been told she is a witch, is in the wrong?
The Fawn saved Lucy.
He said he did, but how do we know? And another thing, we haven't the least idea of the way home.
Great Scott, I hadn't thought of that.
And no chance of dinner. Another thing.
There's an animal outside watching us!
But it doesn't want to be seen because it keeps stalking us.
All right, stay behind me.
See? There it is! It keeps on getting nearer!
It's a beaver. I saw its tail. Well, at least we'll be a match for one beaver if it turns out to be an enemy.
Are you the sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve?
Or some of them.
Not so loud, please. We're not safe, even here.
What do you mean? There's no one here with us.
There are the trees. They're always listening. Most of them are on our side. But
some of the trees each brings to her. You know my name.
Constant talking about size. How do we know that you're a friend?
Not meaning to be rude, Mr. Beaver, but you see, we're strangers.
Quite right, quite. Here is my token. My handkerchief! The one I used to pour Mr. Thomas! Poor fellow. He got rid of it in the arrest before it actually happened and handed it over to me. He said that if anything happened to him, I must get you here and bring you to they say that Aslan is on the move. Perhaps has already landed.
But what about Mr. Thomas? Where is he?
Must hear me to gather from a talk and a proper dinner. This way.
So Mr. Beaver and the 4 children set off for the Beaver's house. They trudged for what seemed like hours when they came to a dam set in the middle of a frozen river. There was smoke coming out of the chimney, and altogether it looked like a cheery, homey place.
Mrs. Beaver, we're here. I found you. Oh, sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve. Oh, dearies, please tell me your names.
I'm Peter.
Oh, welcome, Peter.
I'm Lucy.
Oh, welcome, Lucy.
I'm Susan.
Welcome, Susan.
And this is Edmund.
Oh, welcome, Edmund.
The food looks delicious.
Yes, indeed. We're family.
Just make yourselves at home. Here you go, Ed. Here you go, Susan. Oh,
We're grateful for your hospitality. Aren't we, Ed?
I prefer Turkish delight.
oh, what was that?
He said it looks perfect. He's delighted.
Oh,
Thank you.
And now do tell us about Mr. Thomas.
there is no doubt that he was taken off by the police. I got them from the bird who saw it done. They were heading north, so they were promptly taking him to her.
What will they do to him, Mr. Beaver?
You can't say for sure, but not many go into the witch's house that ever come out alive again. All full of statues, they say. People she turned into stone.
Can't we do something? Because it's all my fault.
I've no doubt what Sisyphus could do, but there's no chance of ever getting into the witch's house and ever getting out alive again.
But can't we do something? I mean, we can't just leave him to have that done to him.
It's no good, son of Adam. No good you're trying of all people. But now that Aslan is on the move.
Oh, yes! Tell us about Aslan!
Aslan? Why don't you know? Aslan is a king. He's the lord of the whole wood. But not often here, you understand? Now he's here, in Narnia. He'll sell the white witch all right. That's right. I was told to bring you to the stone table to meet him. It is he, not you, who will save Mr. Thomas.
But won't the queen turn him into stone too?
Why, Lord love you, son of Adam. What a simple thing to say. Turn him into stone? If she could stand on her own 2 feet and look him in the face, it'll be the most she could do. And more than I expect.
Aslan, man.
Certainly not. Didn't I tell you that he is the king of the wood? Aslan is a lion. The lion, the great lion. There is an old rhyme. Wrong will be right when Aslan comes in sight. At the sound of his roar, sorrow will be no more. When he bares his teeth, winter meets its death. When he shakes his mane, we shall have spring again.
But how do we fit into all this?
That's another old lie. When Adam's flesh and Adam's bone sit at parallel in throne, evil times will be over and done. You're the first humans who ever come to Narnia. But what about the queen and the dwarf? You leave the witch and the dwarf. She'd like you to believe she's human, but there's not a single drop of real human blood in the witch. She's evil all through.
But this Carabelli you mentioned, how many thrones are there?
That's where you come in. If she knew there were 4 of you, your lives wouldn't be worth shaking my whiskers.
I say, where's Edmund?
Who's on last?
Edmund!
Edmund!
Where'd he go?
Edmund!
Edmund!
Was he here when I talked about Aslan?
Well, yes, he was. Remember, he asked if the witch could turn Aslan into stone.
So he was. We'd better leave here.
We must divide into 4 search parties. Everyone go in different directions.
What for? We already know where he has gone. He's gone with her. He has betrayed us all. As soon as he tells her we're here, she'll come to catch us.
But Mr. Beaver, how do you know?
Tell me this. Has your brother ever been to Narnia before? Has he ever been here alone?
Oh, yes, he has.
And did he ever tell you where he had been or who he had met?
No, he didn't.
Mark my words then. Your brother has already met the witch and has tasted her food. I didn't like to mention it before, him being your brother and all, but the moment I laid eyes on that boy, I said to myself, treacherous. Something about the eyes. You could always tell, keep by the eyes, if you live on your night.
But what are we to do, Mr. Beaver?
There's no time to lose. Now, Mr. Beaver, just reach down that hand, and here's a packet of tea, and there's sugar and scratches. Oh, and someone get 2 notes out the cup over there in the corner.
But what are you doing, Mrs. Beaver?
Why, packing a load for each of us, dearie. You didn't think we'd set on a journey with nothing to eat, did you?
But we haven't any time.
The witch may be here any minute.
That's what I say. Think it over, Mr. Beaver. She can't be here for a quarter of an hour at least.
But don't we want as big a start as possible if we're to reach the stone table before her?
You've got to remember that, Mrs. Beaver. As soon as she finds him out here, she'll be off at top speed.
That she will, but we can't get there before her whatever we do. For she'll be on the sledge, and we'll be walking.
But then, have we no hope?
And don't you get fussy, Liz. Just get half a dozen clean pictures out of the drawer. Of course we've got hope. We can't get there before her whatever we do, but we can keep under cover and go by way she won't expect. Perhaps we'll get through. That's true enough, Mrs. Beaver, but it's time we were out of this.
Yes.
And don't you stop fussing either, Mr. Beaver. There, that's better. Those 5 loaves and the smallest of the smallest of us. That's you, my dear. Oh, you please, come on. Well, I'm nearly ready now. Oh, I suppose. Sorry, but she's too heavy to breathe. Yes, it is a great deal too heavy. If you don't think you'll get to use it while we're on the run, I suppose. Well, I can find the thought of it, fiddling with it, and breaking it, or stealing it, as likely as not. Please, do hurry. Well, I'm ready now.
All the people who say nasty things about the Queen are her enemies. Probably half of it isn't even true. Besides, she was jolly nice to me. Much nicer than Peter. I expect she's the rightful Queen. Anyways, she'll be a lot nicer than that awful Aslan. It's only a stone wall. I'll step over it like any other statue.
Who's there? Who's there? Stand still, stranger. Tell me who you are.
If you please, sir, my name's Edmund, that your majesty met in the woods the other day, and I've come to bring her news that my brother and sister are quite close with Aslan.
I will tell her majesty. Meanwhile, stand on the threshold as you value your life.
Well, first thing I'll do when I am king is I'll build some decent roads. Hell, about a palace. Yes, a palace about twice as big. That'll be grand. Now, have to think of something nasty for Peter. I'll put laws on feeders and dams on the river. New cars and a private cinema will suit me fine. But I'll have to do some planning before I put in my principal right away.
Come in, most fortunate favorite of the queen. Or else, not so fortunate.
Come, your majesty.
How dare you come alone? Did I not tell you to bring the others with you?
Please, your majesty. I did the best I could. I brought them to the little house on the dam with Mr. and Mrs. Beaver.
Is this all your news?
No, your majesty. My brother and sister were going to the stone table to meet Aslan.
What? Aslan? Aslan? If I find you've been lying to me?
Please, please. I'm only repeating what they said.
Dwarf, make ready the sledge and use the harness without belts.
May I have some Turkish delight? You said...
Silence, fool! If it would not do to have the little brat fainting on the way, bring the human creature food and drink.
Turkish delight.
Take it away. I don't want dry bread.
You may be glad of it before you eat again. Mulgrim! Where is my chief of police? Mulgrim! Take with you the swiftest of your wolves and go at once to the house of the beavers and kill whatever you find there. If they are already gone, make with all haste to the stone table. But do not be seen. Wait for me there in hiding. I must go many miles to the west to find a safe place to cross the river. You may overtake these humans before they reach the stone table. If you find them, you know what to do.
I hear and obey, O queen.
That is ready, Your Majesty.
Without bells,
Without bells.
come you.
here.
But won't the witch catch Mr. Beaver?
Now, dearies, don't worry about Mr. Beaver. He knows how to keep out of sight. He'll be back before long. It's all right. You can come out. It's not the witch.
Well, if it isn't the witch, who is it? Greetings, greetings, friends!
Why, hello.
Who is it?
It's a dwarf, I think.
No, not a dwarf, not a dwarf. Oh, Peter, don't you see? It's an owl. Yes, I'm an owl. And you're Lucy, daughter of Eve. Why, yes. Wait a minute, if you don't mind, you've been with one of his own holidays. Father? Yes! Do you mean Father Christmas is really here? At last. Yes, indeed. Shall be here at any moment.
Greetings all! She has kept me out a long time, but I am here at last, and I have gifts for you all. Now, Mr. Beaver,
Yes, sir.
when you get home, you shall find your dam finished and your holes mended.
Well, I couldn't ask for anything better.
Now, Mrs. Beaver, for you, when you get home, you shall find a brand new sewing machine.
Thank you.
And now, the son of Adam and the daughters of Eve. Peter, son of Adam.
I'm here, sir.
Yes, these are your presents. They are tools and not toys. Learn them well, for the time to use them is perhaps near at hand.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Susan, daughter of Eve,
Yes, sir.
these are for you. You are to use them only in great trouble, for you are not meant to be in the fight.
Thank you, sir.
Now, you find yourself in trouble, blow this horn, and no matter where you are, help of some sort will find you.
Thank you.
Yes, and now, Lucy, younger daughter of Eve, in this bottle is a cordial made of the fire berries that grow in the mountains of the sun. Now, if you or your friends are ever injured, just a few drops of this will restore them. This dagger is to defend yourself, but only when absolutely necessary.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And now, I have gifts for you all. Farewell.
We should call the Rossi. Yeah, I suppose so. Oh, wait, what is that sound?
no. Say, you have been lying, and you shall even now be forgiven.
Eat pat, eat pat.
So they were here. Good. We cannot be too far behind. Don't! Oh, don't! Please, don't! As for you, let that teach you not favors for spies and traitors. Drive on!
There's a kingfisher. What is that lovely smell? Can it actually be spring flowers?
No doubt about it. Spring is in the air.
It must be getting warmer. When we stopped at the meadow for rest, we took our coats off.
So we did. Shh, listen.
Look!
Go on.
No, you first.
No, sons of Adam before animals.
Susan, ladies first.
No, you're the eldest.
Pull yourselves together. We have come, Aslan.
Welcome, Peter, son of Adam. Welcome, Susan and Lucy, daughters of Eve. Welcome, he and she Beaver.
Oh, Aslan at last.
I am at your service, sire.
But where is the fourth son of Adam?
He has tried to betray us to the White Witch, O Aslan.
That was partly my fault, Aslan. I was angry at him, and I think that helped him to go wrong.
Please, Aslan, can anything be done to save him?
All shall be done, but it may be harder than you think. Meanwhile, let the feast be prepared. Ladies, take these daughters of Eve to the pavilion. See that they are given food and drink and minister to them. Come with me, son of Adam. I will show you a far-off sight of the great castle Cair Paravel. That, O man, is Cair Paravel of the 4 thrones, in one which you will sit as king. I show you this because you are the eldest, and will be high king over all the rest. Back, back! Let the prince win his spurs! I see another wolf in the thickets. There, behind you, he has just darted away. Now is our chance to find the mistress and rescue the 4th son of Adam.
Oh, Peter, you won!
Thank goodness
job, people. You fought like a true kid.
You have forgotten to clean your sword. Hand it to me and kneel. Rise, Sir Peter Wolfsbane, and whatever happens, never forget to clean your sword.
Yes, Aslan.
And now, let us return to the pavilion and wait for the others. If all goes well, they shall return with your brother.
Because of this thaw, and without the use of my sleigh, it will be difficult to reach the stone table before the humans. Surely Malgrim will bring us word soon.
Please, Your Majesty, may we rest just a bit?
No! We must continue to move! I say move!
You must be, Mulgrim is dead!
Malgrim? Dead? Who has done this terrible thing?
You survived the
Malgrim? Dead. Dead.
Now the prophecy will surely come true.
No! There are 4 thrones at Cair Paravel. If only 3 were filled, the prophecy can never come true, and he will never rule over Narnia.
Then we better do what we have to do at once. No! Please! What are you going to do with me? No!
Ha ha ha! Quick! What is that?
It's the force of Aslan. You're first flying, actually. You're first flying.
He's alive. He's only fainted. Where did the witchman dwarf go? We must have ran off. Quick, we must get the boy back to Aslan at once.
Yes, I think he is.
Edmund, what happened?
Ed, are you right?
The queen, the witch, it was awful.
It's all right, my son. You are among friends now. Yes. Come with me, son of Adam.
What did you say to the boy? Whatever it is, it'll be the right and proper thing. I wish I could hear.
It is only for them to know.
Here is your brother, and there is no need to talk to him of what has passed.
I'm sorry, Luke.
That's all right, Edmund.
Susan?
We're glad to say.
Peter?
I'll come back with it.
Look, someone is coming.
Must we prepare for battle?
Oh, we shall see.
Look, the intruder carries a white flag.
A sign of peace.
Sire, the messenger from the enemy craves audience with you.
Let him approach. You appear to come in peace. What is your message?
The Queen of Narnia desires a safe context and speaks. The Queen of Narnia did of all the cheek.
Peace, Beaver. Tell your mistress that I will grant her safe conduct on one condition, that she leave her wand behind at the great oak.
The magic she plans requires their retreat. What is it?
Feel the chill of your presence here already.
You have a traitor there!
His offense was in no way against you.
Have you forgotten the deep magic?
Let us say I have forgotten it. Tell us of this deep magic.
Tell you what is written on that very table of stone which stands behind us. You know the magic the Emperor put into Narnia at the very beginning of time. You know that every traitor belongs to me, and that for every treachery, I have the right to kill.
Oh no, is it really written?
And so, that human creature is mine. His life is forfeit to me. His blood is my property.
Come and take him then.
Peace.
Fool, do you think your master can rob me of my rights? Your master knows that unless I have blood, as the law demands, all Narnia shall perish in fire and water!
It is true. I do not deny it.
But Addison, can't you do something? Can anything be done against the deep magic?
Work against the Emperor's magic? All shall be done that can be. But first, I must talk with the witch alone.
You mean the Queen of Narnia? Oh, fuck you.
Peace. All back. All of you.
This suspense is awful.
What are they talking about?
Do you think he can save the boy? If anything could possibly be done to save him, as I will think of it, I'm sure.
The matter is settled. The witch has renounced her claim on your brother's blood. Edmund is free.
Yay! Gather all our forces together. The time is at hand. But how do I know this promise will be kept?
Aslan, what did she mean? What promise did you make her?
Do not concern yourself with that, my child. For we must leave from this place at once. It will be needed for other purposes. You will camp in the fields of Baruda tonight.
But aren't you coming with us, Aslan?
I am needed here. You must prepare for a battle against the witch.
But you will be there yourself, won't you?
I can make no such promise. You must get a good night's rest to be ready for what tomorrow might bring. Go at once. Why are you following me?
We couldn't sleep. Please, may we come with you wherever you're going?
Yes, I would be glad to have your company tonight. But when I tell you to stop, you leave me to go on alone.
Aslan, dear Aslan, what is wrong? Are you ill, dear Aslan?
No, I am sad and lonely. Put your hands on my mane so that I can feel you close to me. Now, children, now leave me to go on alone. If you wish to stay nearby, you may, but you must hide.
But Aslan...
Under no circumstances can you be seen. Farewell, my children.
The fool has come! Bind him fast! Wait! Let him first be shaved!
Who are you? He's going against Big Jack.
Is this all we were afraid of? Push, pussy, pussy.
The brute! Muzzle him!
What does he just wild in his hands?
Now, place him on the table!
reaches his heart and breaks the curse in Narnia. On the table, courts of
Awful. I can't bear to look at that horrible muzzle. I wonder if we can take it off. I wonder if we can untie him as well. It's no use. The ropes are much too tight. Look! What's that? They look like mice. Go away! Go away, little beast! Can't you see what they're doing? They're pulling away at the ropes. Poor little things. They don't realize that he's dead. They think they can do some good on trying. Of course. They're right. Oh, so loud. Let's walk around a bit. Maybe it's the witch and her evil army. Perhaps they're doing something worse to it. He's gone! Oh no! They might have at least left his body alone. What does this mean? Has the witch done this too? Is it more magic?
Yes, it is more magic.
Wait, are you not dead?
Not now.
Are you a ghost?
Do I look like one?
Oh, you're real! You're real, Aslan! But what does this mean?
It means that there is an even deeper magic. The witch had only looked to the dawn of time. But if she had looked back further still, she would have seen an even deeper magic. It says that when a willing victim who has committed no crime is killed in a traitor's stead, the table would crack and death would work backwards. Oh, children, I can feel my strength coming back. I feel that I'm going to roar a very loud roar.
You better put your
Fingers in your ears. Now, the time has come for our final battle against the witch and her evil forces. We must add more soldiers to our army.
Who else will join us?
Those who await us at the witch's castle.
But what are they doing there?
Nothing. At the moment, they are only stone statues. But I shall breathe the breath of life back into them and make them whole again. Quick, take hold of me. We'll fly to the witch's castle. Away! Away! Once the feet are put right, the rest will follow.
Leslie, you must have been asleep. Now where's that dredgy little witch that was running about my feet? Or she was.
She's gone. I freed you.
Sire.
And now, if the witch is to be defeated before nightfall, we must join the battle.
Join battle, I hope, sir.
Of course. Look lively. Off we go.
The witch was turning our whole army into stone, but he broke her wand. Now he's terribly hurt.
Edmund!
Quick, Lucy.
Oh, yes. My cordial for Father Christmas.
And you're right.
Lucy, there are others that are wounded.
Yes, I know. Wait a minute.
Daughter of Eve, must more die for your brother Edmund?
Sorry.
We welcome the new members of our army, those who for so long have been under the curse of the White Witch.
But what about the witch's army? Are we still in danger?
They will have little power now that their leader is dead, but they will always be lurking in the forbidden corners. You must be aware of that, always on your guard.
Yes,
And now, the only duty that remains is to crown the new rulers of Narnia. Hooray! Tomorrow we set off for Cair Paravel. And now, let the coronation begin! King Peter!
Long live King Peter!
Queen Susan!
Long live Queen Susan!
King Edmund!
Long live King Edmund!
And Queen Lucy!
Long live Queen Lucy!
And now, let the celebration begin!
These kings and queens governed Narnia well, and long and happy was their reign. As the years passed, they themselves grew and changed. Peter became a great warrior and was called King Peter the Magnificent. Susan became a gracious woman, and she was called Queen Susan the Gentle. Edmund became great in counsel and judgment, and he was called King Edmund the Just. As for my grandfather's dear friend Lucy, she was always gay and was called Queen Lucy the Valiant. Your Majesty, great news! The white stag has been sighted!
The white stag?
I have read of this before.
Tell us of this marvelous creature.
The white stag is a beautiful creature. It is said that if you catch him, he will grant whatever wish you ask for.
Well, Peter, what say you?
Oh, yes, please, let's.
I say, the last one to the western woods is wasn't half.
So,
We shall have to leave our horses behind. It's a dense wood.
I've never pursued the noble quarry. Where did he go?
Into that thicket, I believe.
A very dense thicket indeed, filled with briars and underbrush.
Yes, but we shall not turn back.
No.
As kings and queens of Narnia, we always achieve what we set out to accomplish.
our brother is right. Fair friends, what is this great marvel? This tree of iron?
Very strange. Not a tree, but a rod with a lamp set upon it. The lamp on this post worketh strangely upon me, as though I have seen it before. In a dream, perhaps?
I feel the same. It seemeth to me that a strange adventure lies on the other side of the lamppost.
Yes, well, then in the name of Aslan, let us be off on this adventure at once.
Yes.
Lead the way, brother.
Peter! Oh, where's she? Wait a minute.
Good evening, children. Well, if you follow me in this room, please, you will see old picture hanging
they will return someday. For once a king or queen in Narnia, always a king or queen in Narnia. This may be the end of the adventures in the wardrobe, but it is only the beginning of the adventures here in Narnia.